what is an effective core exercise? Is it one that you can do for a couple of minutes a day and after the end of a few weeks you're left with this rippling abdomen with abs that could cut glass? Or could it be an exercise that you find challenging but comfy enough that you can do for several minutes a day? Or maybe it's one that requires the use of elaborate equipment. The more elaborate, the better. Hi, my name's Kamina Sue, and I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest myths about core exercises and what you can be doing instead. So the first really big myth about core exercises is that they're exercises that basically just work the muscles that you can see in the front of your body, such as your rectus abdominis. And that was a big thing that I believed, and I think a big reason why, that I was very, very stiff. I didn't have the mobility that I thought I'd have, even after years and years and years of yoga, okay, because I had a really weak core. I didn't have the understanding of what other muscles are involved. And so what I've discovered is that the TVA, the transverse abdominis, is a corset-like muscle that wraps around your torso underneath the visible muscles. That, along with your hip flexors, your lats, and also your scapula. These are key parts of your core. And so crunches are not enough, you guys. They just address the rectus abdominis. If you want to be able to build a super solid core where you can lift something really heavy, or you can lift something that's really awkwardly shaped, or you can be on your hands and not lose your balance, those things actually require the ability to stabilize your spine when it's an inherently unstable position. The second big myth that I see, and it's kind of pervasive actually across the fitness world, is that the more core exercises you do, the better off you'll be. And that's actually not the case at all. You don't want to approach core training like, I want to just max out everything and just sort of leave like I felt like I could push myself to the limit and I've done a really good workout because I'm just exhausted afterwards, okay? You don't want to do that, you want to avoid that. What you want to do is that you want to systematically train those different core muscles that I've just outlined earlier with simple exercises that don't take too long. I have other videos that show you how to do that. And by getting those muscles firing, by getting them strong, getting them firing, create a neuromuscular patterning that should be developed in doing different exercises that demand those muscles be working properly, then you will get so much more return on investment in the time you put in than simply doing endless crunches or plank poses, which I'll get into in a moment. So the third big myth that I see is that if something is popular, then therefore it must be a really good core exercise. And in my gym where I train in my hometown here, I see a lot of people doing front planks and doing them badly. So what I mean by that is that they do front planks for time. Maybe they've got their phone in front of them, they've got like a pretty sort of set look on their face, they're going to do this, and they set themselves up in a plank position and maybe holding it for like, say, a minute or 2. And what tends to happen is that their upper back and shoulders round, their lower back starts to sag, and they're kind of hanging in there, and then they come down and they think, oh, that's great, I'm going to do another one, okay. So that's the kind of thing you want to avoid, all right? Because basically you're not getting any benefit from a front plank that's done poorly. But you see people doing them everywhere in gyms all over the world. You know, maybe like at homes all over the world, like in garages, you know, whatever, wherever people train, right? My point is that the front plank is a good exercise, but not really if it's held for time and people don't have the understanding of what they're really doing. So most people copy what other people are doing without really examining if that exercise is going to, well, first of all, if it's being done correctly, and also if it's going to be giving them the benefits that they're looking for, okay? So don't be a sheep, think critically, and I would much rather that you did L-sits. Okay, I actually have other videos which show you how to do L-sits. Basically, it's much better return of investment of time on your part to do L-sits than it is to do a long hold front plank where your form starts to break down. All right, you guys, so here's a bonus myth, and it's one that comes up on the internet all the time, and that is core exercises can help you to burn lower belly fat. Now, I'm afraid to say that that is absolutely not the case. The only thing that can help you get rid of excess body fat is addressing your diet and making sure that your nutrition is in place, that you are eating less calories than you are burning, and also that you are strength training. So by strength training, you're actually building a bigger engine by building more lean muscle mass, and that coupled with intelligent nutrition will mean that you will be able to lose that excess body fat. But core exercises in of themselves will not do that for you. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.